So what's up, everybody? This is your boy Jonathan, back at it again. So I was gonna share with you the number one secret, my secret. Nobody else has this secret, but this is the number one secret to my success. I don't know about anybody else's success, but my success has been to this, right? I'm gonna teach you guys the point system. And what the point system will do is it will help you get out there, help you talk to the ladies, help you beat your score every day. And the more advanced you get, and the more you try to beat your score, something will happen. So here's how it works. Generally, whatever type of interaction you have with a woman, you're gonna score yourself and give yourself a point or some points, and you figure out what that means, how you want to measure yourself. Everybody's gonna do it differently. And what you could do is you could either do it with a friend and tell your friend, okay, I need to make this amount of points, and then give your friend, tell your friend some type of prize you get or something, or that you don't get, and they have to monitor you. Like, you tell your friend, okay, no more Pokemon cards or World of Warcraft or League of Legends until I get a certain amount of points. You know, I can't get that new video game until I get a certain amount of points. That's what you do. Something I thought, somebody did, which was cool when they took my advice. It was like, they did it by themselves, and they were like, if I get a certain amount of points, I get to look at panty or bikini shots tonight. And if I get a little more points, I get to go on that website with the Japanese erotic comics. And if I get a little more points, right, I get to actually look at bio porn. Now, that's good for all you guys into NoFap, but yeah, that could be a way that you do it. So just go out there and get your points and get you your little prize. Now, the way I've done it when I was doing it is I break it up into different styles and different interactions or whatever. So what I did is you get DM points, digital message points, right? So anything for online dating, you get points for sending out messages, receiving messages, whatever, right? And that's easy because you make a cut and paste message and you just shoot it out. And I told you how to do that. You can send out 40 a day and get 40 points. And at least 3 or 4 of them girls are going to respond, right? If you do it like I told you. Also DM, meaning texting. Text everybody in your phone every day, even the men, and just ask them what they're doing. You want to hang out and be social, go somewhere, be social. You know anything going on this weekend? Get some points for that. A lot of times, we work our ass off to get a girl's number or her Facebook, and then we get so busy worrying about how many girls we're trying to talk to that we forget to hit them up. And then a month later, we got so many friends in our Facebook that we try to clear them out, and then it's like there's all these girls that we never hit up. So if you do your DMs every day, right? So just text everybody in your phone and hit up all the girls on Facebook that you met. And that's it. That's easy for DMs. The next one I did is attempts. So I got something on my eye. But attempts is anything you try, right? So if you just nod at a girl, right? That counts as an attempt. If you actually try to start a conversation, that counts. If she gives you gives you a small chit chat, that counts as points. If she gives you a long conversation, that counts as points. Getting a number counts as points, whatever. But those are all for attempts and interactions, right? And then another one is flash fantasies, right? A lot of times, and this is important, a lot of times if you are like overly addicted to porno or whatever, a lot of times it's hard to look at a girl as a sexual object. And so like, and even though I said like you should reward yourself by looking at something erotic, yeah, but that's like maybe one time in a night for like 10 minutes, okay? It's not like all day long, but if you do that all day long, then of course you're gonna have some kind of addictive problem, and then you're not gonna be able to look at most girls sexually. So one thing I did was flash fantasies, meaning like you just walk around and imagine the girls in like a romantic or intimate setting, and then you know you can get points for that. And what it does is it builds up your testosterone. You give off pheromones. The girls notice you, and then they'll be like, oh, ooh la la, because they smell the pheromones or whatever. So you should be taking points on your flash fantasies. You know, love points is another one, meaning like if a girl touches with you, if she's flirty with you, if she smiles at you, she gives you eye sex, something like that. Like that also counts as points. So any type of love points, right? Hit points is another one that I used to do. Don't say anything stupid, right? So anytime you say something stupid to a girl, or you know you've messed up and it messes up and it turns her off, then you take hit points. Like, so, and you know, you should also like give a consequence for getting too many hit points. Like if you have too many hit points, like you can't look at no bikini or panty shots for like 4, 5, 6 days a week, you know? No more bio porn for a month, like if you get too many hit points, you know, like something like that.
My brother, you going to train station?
Huh?
I got a metro class.
Oh, sorry. So, yeah, so that always works. So don't be getting too many hit points, or you're gonna lose out on your regular points. And yeah, so that being said, right, so you should get your score every day, and then you should, you know, give yourself prizes when you win scores, right? So when you get a little bit more advanced in this, like after a while, you've talked to enough girls, you know how to talk to enough girls, you get over your approach anxiety, you're not really tripping, you're gonna start realizing that the points aren't gonna mean anything once you get a little farther, and then that's when you transfer over to highlights, right? So you just do the highlights. It doesn't matter how many attempts you've made, it doesn't matter how many girls you talk to, just do the highlights. Like, I got this girl's number, I had a long ass conversation with this hot girl, I had a long conversation with that hot girl, that girl was looking at me. Like, do the positive highlights, you know? You don't have to do no attempt points anymore, you don't have to do no flash fantasy points anymore, you don't have to do no DM points anymore, just do the highlights, you know? Oh, I was flirting with this girl, flirting with this girl all afternoon that I met on Plenty of Fish or something. Or, you know, I actually scored a Tinder date, something like that. So that's my advice. So that really helped me, and it's guaranteed to work. So when you first start out, just take points on everything. And you don't have to use my scoring system. You can make up your own and figure it out for yourself and give yourself prizes or whatever. And once you get to a point where it's kind of like you're trying to, you're at a point where you've had dates, you've had girlfriends or whatever, then you want to just focus on highlights and get points on the highlights. All right, so that's the video. If you like the video, you know, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, I'll get back to you. All right, I'm out, y'all. Peace.